Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Pikachu, the thing that you're never going to be using outside of Little Cup battles, unfortunately, the mascot of the Pokemon universe. Isn't that something? Now, they've given this thing a ton of different moves here. We have plenty of different variety of Pikachu here with different moves, so we're going to be going with the Shaman one. So we do have the scarf on this. This was kind of like a commemoration to the Shaman, and they released it alongside that. So it's going to get Grass Knot as well as that little scarf like the Shaman, right? So let's have a little fun here. Is it actually going to be useful with Grass Knot? Because there's two of them here. We also have the Pikachu with the balloons that is going to have Fly. And I'm going to have to tell you that one is going to be probably a little bit more useful over the Grass Knot. Just saying. Although the Grass Knot one is going to be unique to have. Now, I have been playing Pokemon Yellow, and I just realized that I can't just get Surf Pikachu. I have to do all this kind of different things with Pokemon Stadium, and I'm almost tempted to get all the original hardware, but man, it's really starting to add up, folks. I just purchased a custom Game Boy with a new screen lit in the back. Oh, and I can't wait to get it. It's going to be amazing. But hey, with that said, enough about the reminisce. Let's get into this here. So the only time you're going to be using these Pikachus are for these specialty cups. Now, I would love for Pikachu to be able to reach a combat power, to be able to be used and be viable in the Great League. That would be amazing. Wouldn't that be fun to actually have Pikachu being able to be used? Unfortunately not. But again, we do have many different varieties of this here. We have the Grass Knot. We have the different kind of forms that we did get from the Go Fest. One with Charm, one with Drain Kiss, one with Meteor Mash, and then we do have the Pikachu Libre with Flying Press and Surf. That was the first community day. It was going to be Pikachu with Surf. When you evolved it, unfortunately did not maintain it. It would be amazing if they did that for Raichu, but unfortunately, for whatever reason, they want to continue to make Raichu not as meta as it should be, considering Pikachu is so, valuable to the company. But with that said, let's see here. What's going on here. We're going to be going with the Marowak and Venusaur. Now, we did make a video with Lantern, and this is one of the reasons why my score just keeps getting screwed up, because using and testing out random things like this, like these Pikachus, it really did destroy me. Now, I did get a 4-1, and that's pretty much it. Otherwise, we were just going to barely be hanging on to some wins here, but definitely going to want to continue on with the Lantern using this team. I would have done fine and continued to rise up, considering that this cup is very rock, paper, scissors, RPS. You do have about a 50% chance of having a decent lead, and if you don't, you still can pull out of that situation and not get completely screwed. But just trying to make my point that I'm trying to bring you some fun stuff here, and this time it's going to be Pikachu, and we're screwing up our score yet again. So we are up against this Tenchio, so we're going to absolutely destroy it. And again, if you're going to be using any sort of Pikachu, it's going to be the balloon one, okay, with Fly. And if you want to actually win, then use Lantern, okay? I'm telling you, Lantern is amazing. All right, so we're going to be going into Ducklet here, which is going to be the mortal enemy of the Marowak. Well, not quite, but it's not a good situation here. But I'm continuing to use it because it's just doing so well for me. Plus, I'm also in the mindset of I'm here to have fun. At this point, I'm done with Legend. I got all the good poses, well, at least the ones that I wanted. There was a couple that I did miss, but I mean, I got the initial one where they said, you have to get Legend to be qualified to enter into this tournament that they're going to have, and I was able to do that, so we're good. Plus, I got the double piece upside down sign. That's all I want. Anyways, we got Ducklet up against Pikachu. Let's actually focus on this commentary here, as this is not going to be the longest video. So despite us being massively effective towards them, our attack is just not that high, as opposed to the Lantern, which was absolutely destroying Ducklet with its Spark Quick move, just annihilating it. But with this one here, Thundershock is really not doing much for us, unfortunately. Plus, we can't even take a hit against the things that we're resisting, and Lantern is just a much better matchup up against this thing here. Getting to the discharge here, we're using the Shaman one still. Again, the Fly one's going to be much better, and we'll get into that one here in a bit. Bringing in Cottony, and we're going to bring in the Marowak, which is going to completely shut this thing down here. Going for the Shadow Bone and under tabbing so we can farm up a little bit before we do actually bring them down and come out here with energy, as they are shieldless, and so are we. And immediately going for the Bone Club before they do take us out. We want to keep this thing alive here. Ducklet. Oh, swapping into the Venusaur. Was that the best thing for me to do here? Going for Bubble Beam. What you got in the back? What you got? Vigoroth. Okay, well, I mean, this Frenzy Plant's still going to do a lot. We're not Shadow, but yeah, pretty much enough to take them out almost. Now, this is going to be a Body Slam. It's going to take us out, bring it in Marowak, and we are going to be able to quick move down the Ducklet and take that win. All right. All right, so we are actually going to be going with the Balloon Pikachu now, I do believe. That was a very quick transition that I did not expand on there very much, kind of just flashed it. And the game is finding a matchup because it does take that long when you do switch up your team. So we're met with a double here. So Body Slam, Double Kick, not very effective, but we do need to look out for, of course, Payback as well as Wild Charge. Those are going to be doing a ton of damage here. So we're going to let this go. It is going to be a Body Slam. Very nice. And they're swapping into a Golett, and we're going to go ahead and bring in our Venusaur as we're going to be doing a ton of damage to this thing as it's going to be Ground and Shadow. Shielding that up, down a shield, but that's okay. We do have all this energy, which is going to threaten pretty much everything. They're bringing in a Pikachu here, Libre. So to get this thing into the Little Cup, you do need to trade somebody who has a lower friendship. That's pretty much all you have to do. There's really not too much of a secret behind it. That's what you need to do. I just simply haven't traded, so I don't have it in here. So now I've got plenty of the Pikachu Libres to trade. Bringing in the Marowak. So we do need to shield this up. Flying Press doesn't matter. All of it's not very effective. Well, unless they go for Electric. But we do want to maintain a Pikachu with the balloons. What's going on here? Body Slam. Will we survive? Farming them down. Let's go. And hitting the... What was this? Thundershock or Discharge? Yeah. Not very effective, but still getting stabbed as opposed to the Fly, which is not getting stabbed and not very effective. Next game met with Ducklet with the Marowak here. And of course, this is not very good of a situation. We'll let this go, knowing it is going to be Bubble Beam or Aerial Ace. That's not going to KO us. And we're just going to come in here with Pikachu afterwards. They're going to have to throw again to KO us. Now, I don't know what... Okay, so we have an opponent who's freezing up here. Okay. All right, yeah. This happens, so we can write it down in the books that, wow, we've actually had this happen to us now probably like 5 times out of thousands and thousands of battles where it's benefited me. I wouldn't even say that's benefiting me. Of course it is. But in this situation, it's just straight up screwing my opponent over. Now, I'm not saying they're doing this whatsoever, okay? So don't say I'm calling them this or that. But in a lot of these different situations, what this could mean too, again, not saying they're doing it, is they're trying to lag up the game. I don't, I'm just saying. Could be that, but not them. Who knows? Just curious situation. Next game met with a... what was that? Oddish. They swap into their Chio, and this is a wrap. See, this is the thing about Little Cup and this RPS. Sure, they could have something in the back that could completely just wall me, but it's not looking good. Okay, so they have a Skeleturge. Very interesting. I've seen a lot of these here. And Frenzy Plant's taking them down 75%. Bringing in the Pikachu here. And we're going to let this go because, well, we need the Marowak at this point. Unfortunately, Pikachu's just not going to do it. Farming them down. And this is a wrap, right? So the Oddish, there's nothing the Oddish can do. And it's straight RPS. Okay. Next game, we're met with a Vulpix, another RPS. Let's see what they can do. Let's see what they can do. Is this thing equipped with Night Slash? No, that's not Night Slash. Yeah, so we're letting that go. They swap. Okay, Athena. Wow, leaning all on my mic here. And they're bringing in a Raichu here. One of my favorites, honestly. Again, I just wish they would show it more love. That was one of the reasons why I just kind of just lost hope in the Pikachu. Because they just never really put it on the map to be amazing. They gave it like Volt Tackle and a special item it can hold and stuff, but it just never made it good enough, unfortunately. All right, next game. What do we have going on here? Oh, wow, they're screwed. What can they do? Again, what can they do? Now, this does have Night Slash. We do need to shield this up, and we will be down a shield, though. All right, so winning that matchup, and they bring in a Ducklet. We're still not in a horrible position here. We have Venusaur as well as Pikachu, which can pretty much handle Ducklet to a certain degree, especially, obviously, Pikachu. Letting this go, it's just a Bubble Beam, getting off another one of these Shadow Bones here, and we're just looking perfect, folks. I'm telling you, see, it's all about RPS. Now, you can go ABB, which means I pick a specific type and then 2 of the same types, which could really throw off a lot of the team comps that people do have, but that will leave you extremely vulnerable, especially if it's like a double grass in the back and they have a fire, you're done. Double electric and they have a ground, you're not necessarily done depending upon your secondary moves, but it's not looking too good. But it is a good strategy. But there you have it, folks. Pikachu, something you're never going to see other than the little cubs. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!
It's once in a lifetime. You'll never see this again.